episode 2, relationships. So in this episode, I'm going to talk about how to manage the relationships of other people that are going to be important to running your business. So as far as I see it, there are 3 groups of people that you might depend upon. Number 1, you might have employees. Now, to begin with, you may not be in a position to take on people, but what you might do instead is use consultants, and that's fine. But just one thing to be aware of, it's possible through the way that you manage your third-party consultants to actually create an employment relationship. So certain things will indicate that you do actually have an employment rather than a consulting relationship. Basically, the more control you have over that person, how they do what they do, when they do what they do, and even providing them with things like equipment, that will indicate an employment relationship. And if you are in an employment relationship, then there are other rules that you have to follow. You have to provide employees with certain basic rights. You need to let them have a contract of employment. You also need not to discriminate against them, and they will have rights if you end up terminating your business for any reason, such as redundancy rights. The other group of people that you need to manage your relationship with are your customers. They're obviously very important to you to make sure that you keep them happy, but also protect yourself from any unfair claims that they might want to bring against you. There are 2 different types of customers from a legal sense. Business to business is a business to business relationship, whereas a business to consumer is called B2C, and the rules are slightly different. Basically, in a B2B arrangement, you have a lot of freedom and flexibility to determine what the rules are between you. Again, you can find lots of standard terms and conditions available. Even looking at your competitors in your marketplace, you'll get an idea of what sort of things you might want to put in your contracts. In a B2C context, the rules are slightly different. There is much less freedom when you're dealing with consumers. And if you look at my video on compliance, which is video 5, you'll find out a little bit more about what you have to do if you are dealing with consumers as your customers. The third group of people that you will need to make your business work well are your suppliers. And it's always handy to have some terms and conditions for how you deal with them as well. Having said that, they will probably also have their own terms. And there will be something called a battle of forms when it comes to the terms and conditions flowing between the 2 of you. It's really important to try and get your terms in last before you actually formulate your contract. So the more times that you can send them your terms and the more times that you can refer to your terms, then the more likely that your terms will apply. Either way, as I've said before, try and have something in place in writing. It may not be perfect to start with, but it will be better than having nothing. Good luck, and when you're ready, if you want some help with your terms and conditions, then just let me know.